what you trying to find. Can't live at all without nothing to hide. It only brings anger when you're bringing it home again. Yeah.
Good afternoon. Today I'm going to try for you guys Jim Beam White Label. This will be a pretty quick video. There's not much to say. Most everybody probably out here has had Jim Beam White Label. It is the basic offering from Jim Beam. It's 40% alcohol by volume. It came in a plastic container. I bought it probably a year ago, and I don't like to leave my bourbons or anything like that that comes in a plastic container in it, so I decanted the glass container. And my writing, I don't know if you can see it or not. Not perfect, but it gets the job done. It lets me know what's in the bottle. It's a 40% ABV. It is probably 2 years old. It's a medium amber +1, maybe a little darker. And it does form some decent legs. I mean, for what it is, it does give us a little bit decent legs. I'm still going to drink out of this glass here. I tend to think from now on these are going to be for my pedestrian, more standard bourbons. These glasses work very well because I like the way they deliver the sweetness to the front of my tongue. We get caramel up front on the nose. There is a cinnamon there and a vanilla. And there's what we refer to as the Jim Beam yeast smell. Jim Beam has kind of a distinctive smell if you've ever smelled it. It's a little different from other things. And some people find it offensive. That doesn't bother me. But I understand that, I understand how you could find it offensive if it wasn't your thing. But to me, it's just fine. And I get a little bit of the wood in it. I mean, this is just a pretty standard bourbon. It has been opened and decanted, and I think the oxygen's helped a little bit. It is still a little bit hot on the tongue, but the heat does give way to the vanilla. The caramel the vanilla comes forward in the palate more than the caramel does. The cinnamon / nutmegs plays in the background a little bit more. It's there on the sides of the tongue, but there's also a woody bitterness, a young woody bitterness that's still in this that hasn't had a chance to mellow out yet. So it gives it a youthful content. And you really get it on the sides of your tongue and in the back of your tongue a little bit on the finish. It's a medium length finish. And that sort of brings forth a slight bit of bitterness. And that bitterness kind of stays in the finish along with the vanilla, so that it kind of, to me, it kind of overrides the vanilla. It is a standard bourbon. Everybody can get it. It's really meant, I think, to be mixed with ice or in a soda or cola of your choice is what it was really designed for. You can drink it straight. It's not inoffensive. But if you were to drink it straight, I would strongly suggest you open the bottle and let it breathe a bit. Maybe pour you a couple of sodas off of it first or a couple of bourbon and cokes or whatever right off of it. Then after that, and it's been open for maybe 6 months or so, it's going to be a little bit more palatable than when you first open it. And you can drink it straight, and it is going to be a little hot. This has been in this bottle, like I said, almost a year, I think. And I bought it for some purpose. I don't remember what I bought it for. But anyway, this is what it ended up being. So, anyway, I wanted to do this review. It's Jim Beam. It's the most basic bourbon Jim Beam makes. I've did other Beam products. Let's have a starting point and a comparison point. Score I'm going to give it. I give it a 77 out of 100. That may sound like a bad score, but it only sounds like a bad score because I I don't make it a habit of buying this product. I will probably not buy it again because to step up to the next grade level of Jim Beam's only a few dollars, and the quality that it increases to, you know, in my book doesn't justify the purpose of buying this for my personal use. So your mileage is probably different. Anyway, enough said about that. Anyway, remember, the spirit in your glass isn't running from you. Take your time, sip and enjoy it. You'll be better for it. And everybody have a good afternoon.